The absolute best Moira tips from the absolute best Moira. And no, it's not me, it's Nolan, the guy who hit rank 1 on Moira, 4.6k SR in Overwatch 1 multiple times, and is currently not only dominating the rank ladder, but actually performing in pro Overwatch contenders as a Moira OTP. How does he do it? Well, we're gonna talk about 4 Moira tips from Nolan himself, along with some live demonstrations of how you can use them in your own ranked games, whether you're Bronze or Grandmaster. Let's get going. I notice that you're puffing your spray a lot here. Why is that?
Is I'm pre-healing. I'm using my passive. So for those who don't know, Moira has a passive. So whenever she just tap target with her left click, her primary fire, it continues healing the target for, they just buffed it to 3 seconds.
It's kind of like you give them like a temporary Lucio aura, really. You spray them,
yeah,
you give them a little bit of healing, it lasts for a few seconds. And it was interesting because you said your flankers too, not just the people in front of you, but like let's say you spray your Reaper TPs for about 2.5, 3 seconds, he's gonna have that extra little bit of healing. And it's like I said, every little bit with Moira.
Yeah, exactly. It's like maximizing the character's value. So as you said, example, if the Reaper is here and I heal him, I pre-heal him, and then he TPs on here, he will still be healed for 3 seconds.
You're also shooting the Tracer here and not the Winston bubble. Higher return on investment, right? Like it does more than just shooting a 700, 600 HP Winston bubble.
Yeah, because like Moira's damage is like so low, and he has, especially when he has armor as well, they're just doing just taking damage. So you just want to increase your value per second.
So if you're gonna right click, don't just focus on tanks. Trying to find a squishy that's available is like you're gonna get the same amount of resource, and the damage is gonna matter so much more.
So it's really important, just forcing flankers out with Moira. I mean, especially they don't have armor and they're very squishy, so they're very easy to force out. But Monkey's so hard to force out on yourself.
Quick little interjection. At this point in our conversation, he talks about how he's using mostly heal orbs to peel him and his tank off versus the very, very heavy aggressive dive composition, the Winston, the Sombra, the Tracer, the enemy Ana, and so on. But I wanted to know, how do you use your orbs versus different compositions? Because that's not a very common ranked composition. Now, this is versus dive. Do you change how you use your orbs when you're playing versus, like, let's say, spam comp? How would you use your orb in that circumstance?
So let's say like they have a pog comp, right, in circuit. Let's say I would play more in circuit. They have like Sig, Zen, Bap, like just pog in general. I would usually just tap my healing on my teammates, right? So just like they're fully healed, and then I would just spam damage orbs, heal my team with my primary fire, and then use spam damage orbs. And the reason behind that is that, I mean, usually the damage is not like too much.
Basically, like you're using those damage orbs just to kind of harass the squishies that are shooting at you.
Yeah, I'm just farming cold because like the win con against that is like you can just farm cold really, really fast and then go in with the rush at the core with the call. Not everybody is like aim god and they won't just headshot, one shot everybody, you know. I use another physic tech here. It's called the Doppler effect. If you're standing still and just pressing primary fire, it will be 70 healing per second.
But if you're walking towards a target, more of the projectiles hit the target.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how like the character is coded, or left click. So like it's like little projectiles, and increasing the amount of little projectile that your teammate is receiving, so increasing the healing per second. It could reach like 80, 82 healing per second, I believe.
So if you walk towards the target while spraying, at least until you get to the target, your healing is slightly higher than it quote unquote should be. If you're pulling backwards because you're increasing the duration or the duration the projectiles have to travel, then the healing per second is slightly lower while you're moving away.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for this video. Big shout out to Nolan for taking the time to educate others on his Moira tips and tricks. Be sure to check him out. Links to his socials in the description. And have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any other Moira questions, feel free to drop them in the comments.